The scene opens up with the camera at a low to the ground position. We are facing the bottom of some crates. We hear some off-screen talking, mumbled, but still gets more distinct. We catch the words, hold on. A bandaged hand enters the shot from the top of the screen and places something down. As it moves up, we see it. A pizza roll. The camera, still close to the ground, follows this individual as he stops at some corners, and the hand descends to place more pizza rolls. The camera stops at the third or fourth pizza roll placed, and we hear the figure walk off. The camera hangs on the specific food item for a bit. Then, the lighting changes in a quick cut, the mumbling of conversation is no more, and in the corner of the screen reads, an indistinct amount of time later. Behind the pizza roll, in the darkness that sits between some boxes, appears two white toonish eyes. It's quick to recognize the lone roll. They approach, only just lift, and they look it over, carefully, scrutinizingly, untrusting. The small person in the dark looks left and then right before stepping back, and then the title card fades in. Hi, I wasn't prepared to read this. Well, we are doing a tiny Toonkind at 12 FPS called Food Critics. First off, hi, I'm Liz. I'm unprepared, and with my lovely guest and friend, please introduce themselves.
Hi, my name's Magic. I am equally as prepared for this. And I am playing a
Yes,
bird because this is a tiny FPS.
Yeah, you are playing a bird. This is a tiny FPS. This is a cult tiny FPS. And I will be playing my own tiny Rowanda Scribs, who is currently looking for Croak. Magic, where would Croak be hanging out?
Croak is, I would say, like, in town, but off to one side. They're poking at something green? It looks kind of green.
I'm okay. I'm scared. Okay. Would Croak like to do a perception check, or is Croak too focused on this green thing?
I'm gonna do a perception. That's an 11.
Okay, that's an 11. The show is an 11.
You want to do a stealth roll or something?
I mean, oh sure. I mean, the thing is, she's not being stealthy, but her passive stealth would be stupid. What is her passive stealth? Yeah, her passive stealth is 16, so you don't really notice her. And she, if I recall correctly, it's 10 plus the modifier, and she's got a modifier.
I think it's actually 8 plus the modifier for passive
Oh,
stuff.
fuck! Then it's 14, which is still decent.
I still don't make it.
Yeah, you still don't make it. So she approaches, the camera sees it, but Croak does not. And she starts to run over, just very determined, power walking mom kind of like situation. Then she slows down and she stops beside you. What is Croak pecking at?
There is a strange half-burnt leaf that Croak is just kind of poking at.
What the? Okay. And then she just like shakes her head and like snaps in front of Croak's face, like, buddy, do you still have spell slots?
Croak at the snapping kind of like tilts their head up, looks two directions, looks upwards, sees Rowanda, and just, they were kind of like crouched down to poke at this, and Croak stands up fully and just stares up at Rowanda for a moment, and then reaches their hand up and does little grabby hands.
Can I roll insight too? I don't think she knows what that means.
Yeah, sure, you can roll insight on this bird.
Yeah, I mean, some tunes, some various sentient creatures of this land, not all of them being toons, and she understands this, have their own ways of, signaling stuff, and it's good to know that and pick it up. That's a 14.
Look, this bird. You're a ranger. This is a bird. This is a bird. This bird wants you to pick them up.
Spells. I don't. I'm not here to play spells. Do you still have magic spell slots? Spells. Fingers in that sort of pinched position. Spell slots.
Croak stares at you. With a 14, Croak has no idea what you're talking about.
Magic. Oh god. Oh my god. What would she? Frick. She's like a little spiral appears around her head as she's trying to think. Because fun thing about rangers, don't really have cantrips. But she's going to show what magic is. She claps her hands together. Like the berry thing that you do, but bigger. Do you still have magic today?
At berry thing, Croak kind of like, they look at you and they wave their stick, and, hey, good berries appear.
Okay. She will take a berry and just like hold it. Like, can you do more like this, but bigger magic? Oh god. Okay. She will just pick up Croak.
Yeah, Croak seems delighted. You have a very happy bird who has been picked up off the ground.
She ignores this delightedness, this wonderful scene, and just takes the whole bird. The whole bird is now gone from the town. She wasn't here to linger. She has something on her mind and she needs to get it done. So, bird gone. And we just leave that little scene with an empty town as she walks off screen with Croak.
There's a single burnt burnt leaf, just sitting on the ground.
Who
knows how it got here?
Don't worry about it. And yeah, it cuts to them traveling between boxes and makeshift bad stairs and whatever Heidi's used to navigate prop storage. And we're moving somewhere like just away from town, nearer to the middle, I guess, of like the storage room. And yeah, is Croak just chill with this?
Alright. Croak is vibing, man. How are you holding Croak?
On like a cardboard cutout, like under the arm, like you were a box, like you were just a medium-sized box, just able to be held.
Croak is like holding on to their stick, but they're also just kind of like waving their arms and like kicking their legs and like sometimes letting out like little beeps because hey, they're doing stuff. It's not like distressed, but like it's like, hey,
we're on the move now.
I am off the ground. I am moving somewhere. This is great.
Yeah, double checking stuff. Nah, spells ain't gonna cut it. She does eat the good berry, and she eats it the way somebody who is like late to work eats like a breakfast bar. That just kind of not savoring, just hasty, and okay, I'm eating and I'm walking, I'm eating and I'm walking.
Croak hands you another one when you finish it.
They are now stuck in this loop of being handed good berries and eating the good.
Like, good berry like states that you only need one for like the entire day to like have nutrition, but you know.
You can keep going. I think after a while, she just starts stuffing them into her hammer space, which is just like her puffy trousers. um, but yeah, we do cut eventually from this like little montage traveling scene to the edge of where all of these boxes and crates and containers sort of hit the sort of walkways. And Rwanda, like from one arm to two hands, holds you like a stick, like a staff, pointing you at whatever this is. I would like Croak to roll various things that you think would be appropriate to identify a pizza roll.
Uh, hmm,
15.
15. Uh, kind of looks familiar. Um, it's probably food. Uh, it's
Probably
some
food.
some sort of bread. Um, uh, actually, hold on. I have to ask myself a question here. Okay, probably some sort of bread. It looks like kind of like bread. Croak knows what bread is. It has something in it.
Okay.
It stuffed bread. Bread with stuff in it. Maybe more food. Maybe it's inedible. But you know, edibility is a very flexible concept. When you're a small bird. Anything can be edible if you try hard enough.
And mostly it's only once, because then you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So this is an edible thing. And Rwanda holding you, like I want just a picture, beak pointing at the pizza roll. She's holding your legs. She's holding like your chin, and it's just like that kind of position. And she's like, "Is this poisoned?"
Uh, Croak. Croak stares at it for a moment. Stares at it for a moment. And can you do me a dex to keep hold of this bird? Because this bird is about to do something. This bird just doesn't.
Okay. Dex save, Dex normal check.
I would say just a normal dex to keep this bird in your grasp because this bird is a bird.
Okay, that's not one, baby.
You hold this bird, and Croak stares at it for a moment. At first, you don't think you're gonna get an answer, but then Croak, like, I would say just they do like a full body shake. And doing this full body shake, you lose grasp of the bird and the bird falls. But look, I'm assuming you're not holding this bird far off the ground, okay?
No, not really. But also, yeah.
This bird kind of
probably
drops.
thought Croak was going to explode if you started vibrating.
You might think more to that theory because some slight orange particles escape from underneath their little mushroom hat, and they kind of like poof and spread out, but then they kind of disappear after a moment. And Croak gets up and walks towards the pizza roll, like crouches down, stares at it. Not poison.
Rowanda's head pokes out from behind the corner. And she goes, "You okay?"
Croak does a little head tilt. What do you mean? Croak's perfectly fine.
And arms waving about with the particles and the handshake to show the vibrating. Okay. Not poisoned. Okay. One down. A bunch to go, and she'll pick you up again.
Yay! Croak. Yeah. Croak does not resist being picked up. This bird is very light for a bird. Very incredibly light. Slightly cold. You have a lukewarm bird, but you know.
Okay. It's summer right now.
Yeah. You have a lukewarm bird. This building probably has air conditioning. It's fine. Anyway.
Um, okay. Part of me wants to say, sure. Yeah. It's hmm. Hmm. Which one do I do?
You can roll for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just checking which one should I do. Because there's there's a nature check. Because this bird is very light. This bird's supposed to be this light. And also the other stuff that would come with that. And then there's also a medicine check. Because bird is lukewarm and it is very hot right now. You doing okay? But also bird almost exploded. Are you doing okay?
Go ahead and roll whatever you roll. I'll give you information based on what roll you want to do.
Okay. Okay.
What would Rowanda want to know more? That is the real question here.
Why did you almost explode? That's the one she wants to know more. Which I feel like is
I think that would be Arcana rather than
that's
anything
probably
else.
Arcana.
I mean, I would
I
also
think that's
argue
the
for nature
that's
because Druid, but
yeah. I'm gonna go Arcana, which is a D20 -1. RIP that medicine check. But she wants to know why you almost died exploding.
okay. That's a 13. 13. What can I gift to you for 13? I am going to say, Bird was in no fear of exploding. They just,
Okay.
they cast a spell. Pretty sure it was some sort of detection spell. They had, uh, that's a 13, that's a 13. Okay, you can just grasp that that's kind of just how they cast some spells, because not everything is like the wave of a wand.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this case, kind of big stick to them, not a big stick to you. Uh,
It's just a stick. I mean, it's a good hiking stick. It's just yeah, not that big.
not that big. To you, not that big. To Croak, it's taller than them.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, she goes in this montage, a traveling montage again, which is using probably the same repeated backgrounds as before because we save money here in Toonkind D&D. She she goes for a very quiet person. You have a very showy way to just do that magic, and she kind of just gestures with one hand. You know that kind of magic, Jumbo.
uh, Croak. I will say, Rowanda, the entire time you've been holding Croak, probably still under this arm, they have been kind of like, just generally like wiggling. It's not necessarily like they're trying to escape your grasp. They're just kind of like moving because they can.
Just
Uh,
just dancing, just grooving.
they're not used to being held under the arm, but it's still fun. Uh, at one point they actually like kind of stayed still and just kind of held their arms out. Uh,
Oh.
maybe a little bit like a mimicry of like flapping wings, but that's about it.
Uh, hmm, hmm, I feel like the flapping wing situation is going to, um, man, Wanda, why don't you give shits about stuff?
You're holding a very small bird.
Yeah, because you're holding a very small bird. Um, and she's very preoccupied with the thing that she wants to do. But you're trying to flap your wings, and she's probably like, "Oh, do you want to be put down or something?"
Croak pauses and kind of like shakes their head before continuing to flap their wings.
Well, first off, that's a first. Second off, hmm. you you good, buddy?
Uh, Croak. All right, I'm gonna. Hmm. What would I? Okay, Croak, honey, do you want to do this? I'm staring at. Okay, Bird. Does Bird want to do this? God, what do I roll? Fuck. Croak. All right. Croak pauses for a second before like kind of turning and then doing grabby hands again. Upwards. They wanna go higher. I wanna be held up higher.
Just squints a little bit and looks at the grabby hands and just looks straight up. And he's like, and just like, Croak is light. These buds are very light.
Yes, this bird is very light.
This bud is very light. So Rowanda will just like kind of unravel her like noodly arm and like just hold you on the stomach instead of wrapping around, and then just like slowly lift you up.
Croak.
Like above her head as far as she can go with one hand.
Croak lets out a very delighted beep and does the little arm flappy thing again. They kind of like tuck their legs in because it's almost like they're flying. It's really great. And yeah, you now have just a very happy bird. A very happy bird.
She there's more confusion from Rowanda, and she goes, you're not can you fly? Because you're not really going anywhere right now.
What should I have you roll? Hey, wanna roll in either a nature or a medicine? Tell me which one you wanna roll.
I am going to roll medicine. I mean, yeah, because let's be honest. Because this is Croak hesitating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tempted to do nature again because I think a slight part of Rwanda knows that some birds can't fly, so she's leaning more in that direction of like, are you the wrong kind of flying bird?
Yeah, go ahead.
More than is the physique of birds off in any way. That's just a 6.
Oh god, that's a 6.
Listen, is a I mean, it would have been a bad roll if I rolled with medicine as well.
Wanda. What do I give you for a 6? Okay. With a 6, oh god, with a 6. Well, with a 6, you're pretty sure Croak cannot fly. Whether that is due to why Croak is here, no matter, like, you just know that Croak probably can't fly.
Okay.
That's what you get for a 6. Whether it's intentional or not, you don't really know. Croak is a very small bird. Probably the smallest bird you've ever seen. So, I just can't fly.
Just can't fly. Alright, okay. I can't fly as well, if you would like to know that. So I can't teach you how to fly. If you wanted to be taught how to fly. Sorry. She's like stuck between, she like lifted her hand down to talk to Croak.
Like, when you finish that, Croak takes one of their wings and just kind of paps you on the face. Just very not in like a malicious manner, just a little like pap. It's okay.
I know, but she's like, okay, thank you. She lifts her hand back up and starts walking again. And the montage continues with Rowanda carrying this bird over her head.
Yeah, Croak has gone back to pretending to fly.
Oh my god. And it just continues like this with like again, it's just Rowanda being in another position on the floor and pointing Croak and saying, "Is this poisoned?" And like the spell is, because I know what the spell is. It detects
It's detect poison
poison and
disease.
yeah, which is concentration for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, and also here's the thing: you can spend a spell slot, but it's also able to be ritual casted. Does Croak ritual cast?
Alright. It depends on how long they're doing it, because Croak is in fact using their spell slots
Okay.
to cast these spells. Unless they run out of spell slots.
Uh, and here's the thing: when, because Rowan is very like cut about it, like just points, asks, and if she gets a no, then we'll just like walk away from it.
Yeah.
Would Croak drop the spell as soon as she walks away?
Hold on.
Just need to ask these questions. Magic is a finicky thing. To
Okay.
play a caster is to manage spell slots.
Hey,
That's
bird.
the game.
Hey, bird. Question. Answer. No, Croak does not. Croak does not. Croak lets the timer run out. That
Damn.
is a 16 in intelligence. That is very good for Croak.
He doesn't drop it, he just lets it ride. A very good bird.
A very good bird.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this because again, it's Wanda appears and there's another pizza roll in another location. She points Crook at it and she waits for an answer.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, is there any point in this pattern where Croak is like getting confused or tired because they're going to be probably going for a while, especially with prop storage being so big for them.
I think there is like I know we yeah, okay. I think there is like some piles where like Croak kind of like wants to be let down so they can kind of look at it because there's a lot of different types of pizza rolls. Honestly, I think after like the third pile they go to, Croak is wondering why they're walking by so much food and just leaving it there. So I think like during at the fourth pile, like Croak wiggles to get down.
Rwanda lets Croak down. I was gonna say like a cat or like something liquidy, but Croak is real kind, so just I imagine the way birds hop and stuff a little.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I will say, uh, because of how plates work, Croak like has to kind of like jump to get on top of the like to properly lift themselves onto the plate, with Rwanda not holding them, and I think they just kind of like walk around for a bit, like on the plate, and
Don't.
yeah, Rwanda, this bird just kind of walks around before seemingly picking a pizza roll at random and just kind of like walking up to it and just kind of like staring at it. This is very
She
sick.
is. She's watching you, and there's like her hand is to her mouth, and there's like kind of sweat droplets. I don't even know if Crook is the kind to roll insight, but the opportunity's there.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight. This
Right.
bird is a bird. What is my insight again? Hello, Croak. What is your insight, hun? Okay. That's an 11.
Okay. For an 11, it's you can just pick up that she is like concerned. Uh just kind of as you walked around and picked up. And it's weird because she's not usually a concerned person.
Aww.
Like in what context is it kind of fails to draw for right now. But Rowanda's very chill. She kind of just lets stuff happen. And it's weird that she's now had several sweat droplets just fucking falling off her face, like the way
Aw.
like a waterfall, in like the way that can be animated in cartoons.
Uh,
You
I'm
know when
sorry.
it's just like a thousand just fucking falling? Yeah,
I'm
that's the vibe.
I'm imagining the one meme of like when they poured water on a guy's head to do sweat.
Yeah. That kind of sweating. Just like she's not saying anything, but her hand is in that position where she's almost about to reach out. She's just like,
Croak looks at the one they have chosen, looks back at Rowanda, walks over to Rowanda, on the edge of the plate and just kind of like lifts their hands up. And if Croak probably has to like stretch a little for this, but Croak paps you on the face again. Croak also makes like a little like fucking like I want to say it's like a cooing sound.
oh my god.
Like Croak is trying to give out comfort. Croak is not the best at this, but you know face paps work for like a lot of people. It's gonna work for Rowanda, right? Yeah.
I think as soon as Croak comes down and just leaves it, she does relax a little, and then she just does a again as she gets face packed. Okay. We should leave the pizza rolls alone. Maybe.
Croak tilts their head.
Yes, we should probably leave them alone for now because people leaving plates on the floor. Well, not this doesn't really qualify as a plate. People leaving foods on the floor like this in this positioning is bad. Usually, yes.
That's an average of a 10. I'm gonna say, Croak understands where you're coming from, but not entirely. Because food is food.
Sits down on the floor in front of Croak. Sometimes
Croak was still standing on the plate. Croak kind of like lays down on the top of the plate to be more eye level with Rowanda.
Right. Sometimes food can be made from other substances. And sometimes that food can be given to other people. And then sometimes that food is given to people and then they don't wake up. So, or they get really sick. Either or, both are bad. Anyway, we should check if food on the floor is good or not. That's all I'm saying. Especially if it's been placed.
Croak. Okay. Croak is using their 8 intelligence to think about this. This logic makes sense. Yes, but it's not poisoned. So why aren't we taking it? Croak does kind of like think about it, and then just kind of do like a little head tilt. And Croak looks back at it and goes, "Not poisoned?"
Yes, it's not poisoned, which is better, but not great. Just not great. Yeah, there's more. There's more. Like, we can continue walking, and she'll stand back up. Uh.
Croak, Croak does little grabby hands up at Rowanda again. Uh,
This time she'll hold Croak with two arms and walk back off again.
two arms above the head, or just two arms like like just under the armpits, just kind of held out. I
No,
need to know.
two. Wait, it's two arms above the head. And then she's like, Actually, wait here," and she'll just like run back in the little smoke cloud, um, and grab the pizza roll that you were holding and put it back where it was left.
I will say, Croak holding a pizza roll. That pizza roll was the size of Croak.
Oh,
I've done
frick, true.
I've done a lot of I me
Pizza
quotation
roll
marks
research.
research about how big pizza rolls are.
I'm gonna say this now. Me as a player have never eaten a pizza roll nor seen a pizza roll.
Pizza rolls are about Croak size. I will not lie. Maybe even a little bit taller. Yes, that is the title card is to scale. Probably. Yeah, no, it is to scale. It's to scale. Title card is to scale.
Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Croak had just kind of like chosen one at random.
I know, but she is adamant of putting it back, just putting it back, and she'll run back and go, "Okay, let's go." And I think she'll do the final sort of rounds of like another pizza roll, another pizza roll, another pizza. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Until it stops being like that, and everyone, well, both of you are faced off with a giant bag of baby carrots.
Giant.
I'm like a giant to us, a big bag of baby carrots.
Is this like one of the little like kids?
Yes, so the little small carrots, the
No.
ones that they grow very small.
It's big to us, but is it one of those carrot-sized bags where you buy at like the store to put in your kids' lunches? Is it one of those?
Yes, it's those. I'm no. I mean, depends. I want to be vague about it, but it's between those two sizes. Wherever you find baby carrot packets in, you'd find that.
Lovely. Oh, joy. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, boy. It's a bag. Detect poison and disease. Is there anything up with these baby carrots, or are they just baby carrots?
I mean, I'm going off the assumption that they're just baby carrots. Like, these babies are just these babies are sure fine.
Do you think they're on top of the bag, or are they just walking around it?
Rowanda is definitely walking around it.
Okay, hold on. Detect poison disease only has a 30 for us tinies, a 30-inch radius. Would that be able to cover the entire bag?
Oh fuck.
Would it be able to get the ones in the middle?
Oh no!
Do you think? 30 inches is still a pretty large range, but
that's half a foot, which is not. Yeah, I mean, like there'll be like, if you want to be generous, I feel like there'll be a bit of the middle that you wouldn't catch if you want that opportunity.
Yeah, I think like they walk around it like once, twice, and then Croak just kind of starts attempting to climb the bag.
Make a
dex.
You want to make dex or dex or strength? I think I have to make strength because this is going to be a grapple contest.
16.
Jesus fuck.
For my dex.
If this is technically grapple and you have proficiency in like acrobatics or athletics, if you have proficiency in acrobatics, add that on.
That would be Oh god, that'd be an 18.
Yeah, okay. Just checking. On E20 plus, and then what's your acrobatics? Not acrobatics. What's your athletics? Okay. 16. Well, she doesn't make it.
Yeah, this bird kind of like wiggles out of your arm. And hey Rowanda, here's the thing about bird talons.
Oh
Uh,
no.
they tend to sink into things. Croak climbs onto the top of the bag, but you can see the little pinprick marks through, like from the plastic of where Croak's claws kind of sunk in. They haven't like completely punctured it. Uh, Croak's talons aren't that sharp, but yeah, you can see the little stretch marks of these like little bird's feet.
Just walking, just nabbing, huh? Oh god, just arms. Usually does this a lot. Arms up on the head again, just smooths her like puff of hair down, and she's like, croak, sweetie, croak,
Uh,
sweetie, get off the bag.
Croak looks at you. Gives a little like questioning chirp. Uh, little head tilt. Why? They're on top of the bag.
Just get off the bag and stop scratching it up. You leave no traces.
Uh, Croak, pauses at that and does another little head tilt in the other direction, and then just kind of like looks down at the plastic. Hold on, I need to know if Croak has experienced what plastic is before. Croak, honey, have you seen
Plastic is a
plastic?
ooh.
Um,
This is 12.
that's a 12. It's certainly a material. Uh,
Yeah,
it's a sure thing. Sure a thing. Uh,
it's see through.
it's
At some points.
it's hmm hmm.
I'm placing this problem in front of you, and you can do whatever you want with that. Cause I know Croak is birds.
Hold on. I need to Google something.
Bird fact checking with magic.
Hold on. Um. Hold on. Hold on. Hmm. Birds. What? Uh. uh hmm. Hmm. I don't know the answer to this question. And I can't spend 20 minutes Google searching this because we're in an FPS.
Yeah, just it's fine. It's
I'm gonna roll
fine.
a 1 or a 2 to see if Croak fucking okay. Uh, one, one thing happens. The better thing. 2, the not better thing happens. All right, that's a 1. Croak
Good
can
for you.
definitely see the plastic and does not think they are walking on air. Uh,
You have mastered flight. Congratulations.
Croak is definitely walking on something. It's kind of malleable. Um, hmm. Croak, what is your impulse? Let me do an impulse check. It's a whiz save.
I hope it's good because you're a droid.
It is. It's pretty good. It's pretty deep. That's also a 13.
That's also awesome.
Uh, Croak kind of like pauses and then kind of like kneels down to the bag and kind of like puts a wing against it. For some reason their wing doesn't seem to like bend the material. Huh, that's weird. Uh,
Wait, what? Wait, wait.
they're just kind of like pushing one of their like little wing hands against it. They're not very strong. Uh,
Okay.
So
Wow.
it's not
Damn.
really bending the plastic uh at all.
How weak are you? I don't want to know. I'm scared to know how weak Croak is. Oh my god. I think at this point, oh, what would she do? She wants Croak off the bag.
Yeah.
Get off the bag, please. Now. Thank you.
uh Croak. Hmm. You wanna roll persuasion? Or an
Oh
animal
god,
handling
yeah.
against this bird?
Uh, should I do the really bad joke if I do animal handling? Let's
I
try persuasion again. Yeah, let's do the really bad joke.
do the
Animal
really
handling, let's
bad
go.
see the really bad
Uh,
joke.
okay, yeah, she just goes. Pss, 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 pss.
Oh god. Uh Croak Croak stops like pushing away against the bag, but doesn't really get off, but just kind of like tilts their head a little. Like,
What do I have to do to get you down here? Um, and she's like looking through her pockets in a hammer space to see
uh,
if she can get something.
does Rowanda look worried at all now that Croak is like giving a proper look at Rowanda, who
I
just made these
mean,
weird noises?
yes, like not the same sweating that she was doing before, but it's just like uh stressed out, that kind of nervousness, like please just advise, just calm down, please.
Croak kind of stops when they're like properly messing around with the bag, and gets up again and kind of, I wouldn't say gracefully, but they do slide off the bag, um, down in front of you, and this kind of like looks up at you from where you're looking in your pockets, and reaches their hands up again to your face. They're too short now, but
Oh. She just like stares at Crook and she like sighs and like just the when you sigh and your whole body just like dips forward as you bend over, which unfortunately for her allows Crook to pat her in the face.
yeah, Croak, like kind of like leans their stick against the bag and just does like a two-hand pap on either side of the face, and kind of does like a little questioning beep. Look, Rowanda's been very stressed this entire trip. Croak doesn't know why. It's just a very stressed Rowanda, and they don't want Rowanda to be stressed.
Let me roll insight again to see if she picks up on the questioning beep. Um, that's a 2. That's a 2, baby.
God, I will have you roll again if you want. I will give you advantage out of pity because please, please, Rowanda.
Yeah, no. Come on. Duh, 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 duh. That's a 15. That's better.
Croak is worried about you because you're not very happy right now.
Uh,
You
uh, yeah.
haven't been like, I don't know. You haven't been really like overly happy this entire trip.
She leans back up again and rubs at her face. Uh, and just like just laughs to herself. Like, oh, look at me right now. God. Okay. Yeah. Um. It's just a thing we have to do. It's just a thing we have to do. Uh. You'll be fine. You are doing something very good. just checking if this food is safe. And then we can go back and you can tell the others that there's food and it's here, but it's not poisoned.
Alright, Rowanda, I want you to look Croak in the eyes. If you'd like to go
They
fact
have no
checking.
eyes.
They have no eyes! That is true! Croak does
Look
not
them
have
straight
eyes!
in the mushroom.
Yeah, would you like to remember facts about Croak? You know, more importantly, the fact that, they vibe a lot. They don't tend to tell people things at all. They don't really ask questions. They don't really, like, you know, that sort of thing.
She looks at Croak and there's a beat.
This is a small bird who has been revealed to be a very small child, by Harold. A very small child by Harold, who didn't even know what winter was.
I feel like there's a sort of wide shot of Rowanda staring at Croak after she said that, and that wide shot just has no words, and it's just quiet, and it just insinuates all that you just explained. And then Rowanda just like looks up and around, and she's like, "It was worth a shot." Okay. Listen, you gotta try sometimes. It's just, you know, it could have been the moment. It could have been the moment where Croak suddenly had the voice and, you know, the will to explain the situation, so Rwanda doesn't. But you know, we're here now.
This is a very small, real kind bird. I don't know what else to say to you.
Her response was, "We live in Inkwell." I could just take a shot, buddy. It's the land of opportunity. Yeah. Okay. She is deflated and exhausted, and she's like, yeah.
You said she's deflated again?
She's deflated, but she hasn't like collapsed on herself just the way she did before.
Croak walks over and gives a hug. It's just a little bird hug.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, I don't think she was expecting that. But she like kind of pushes you, pushes Croak away after a while. She's like, I don't need that. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I think that's all of them.
Okay, that was a strength. That was a strength save. To see if Croak could hold on. That is a total of a 1.
No!
I rolled a 2, and Croak has a -1 to strength. And so you kind of like push this bird away, and this bird kind of like topples over.
No, you reach over and grab the bird. Jesus Christ, you didn't mean to do that.
Alright, you successfully catch this bird from completely falling over, but this bird does go back to hugging you once you do so.
I said I don't need it, I don't deserve it, I don't need it. But stand there.
Croak lets out like little questioning noises, but does not let go.
Just snarls at this hanging bird that's there like a necklace. Come on, go. Off. And it's just, she's saying this, but she's not pushing it again. But just this bird is now dangling over her. and she has her arms on her hip as Croak is just there. It's like, I mm, mm. Peep to you too. Okay, I'm going. I'm okay, and she will walk off.
Wait, Croak kind of like kicks their legs for a minute because they left their stick behind. No.
she she walks off screen, and then she walks back and she grabs the stick for Croak.
Croak does a little happy beep. You still have a bird necklace.
Yeah, like I'm imagining that it's like Croak is hanging off the front, like around her neck, and she's like, okay, fine, and she like swivels in a very Toonish manner, but it doesn't. It's not to nauseate Croak, but it's that was weird. And now you're on her back, and she's giving you a piggyback if you're gonna be doing this.
Croak lets out like a little delighted beep because, oh my god, piggyback ride! This is great.
You can be very annoying. You know that. She just like pokes you in the beak.
Croak kind of like, you know how like you do, how like you poke like animals in the snoot and they kind of like go back. Croak does that and does like a little like and like their feathers kind of fluff up at the neck before it goes back to normal.
Oh, that's a very good image. But yeah, you can tell that she's heading back to the little tiny village. And she's like mumbling to herself, like, okay, so they weren't poisoned, and the bag was just left open, and there's no question. What's the point if I don't want another situation? I'll just tell them, and then I'll go back. You did good, Croak. You did good.
Croak kind of like, I'm assuming you're doing also like the thing with the piggyback ride of like having having like an arm under one of their legs.
Yeah.
Croak kind of like pats their hands wherever they're resting. In a little happy way. Croak did a good today. Also, Croak still has not let go. Just to let you know.
Just is this gonna be it for the entire journey?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
That's incredible.
You are stuck with a bird because you did not seem very happy, and still do not seem happy. And Croak is trying their best.
Oh my god! It's just they just make it back to town the same sort of shot where the leaf is, and they walk back on. And Wanda just stands there and just tries to vibrate, just vibrates on the spot to get Croak off. And because this is hilarious, and unfortunately she is a toon of a very specific kind, I'm gonna just like, I want there to be shots of her like trying to shake Croak off and Croak won't leave. And then it just cuts with Rowanda with a stick and just trying to pry Croak off, and Croak won't get off.
Nope.
Just
in fact, there are
Rowanda
talons digging into your clothes. If you try to do the stig method, Croak's really trying.
Just trying to get. Oh my god.
The small, real kind bird.
I want it to be like she just gives in. She just gives in because Rule of Funny says the butt's not coming off. If anyone's a sucker and a prisoner to Rule of Funny is a Rwanda Scribs. So the session just ends with, I guess, if you want to end it here, if you had anything else.
Croak's just vibing here, man. If you want to roll one last insight for Bird, just
Bird insight. Oh, I almost fucked that up. Give me a second.
Oh, that's a dirty 20. So, Rowanda, This bird likes you a lot. Uh, this bird, you have submitted to the rule of funny, but I assume with all the antics, you at least feel a little better, or?
I mean, they genuinely do always help. Even
Yeah.
if she is the butt of the joke, it's always good to have a laugh.
Uh, Croak, Croak is happy that you're feeling at least a little better than you did before, but Croak is still not letting go because they want to make sure you're okay, and they don't know how else to do so. Yeah.
Ah, ah. That's it. Just ah.
And that's all I have left. This bird is still attached to you though. Good luck.
Yeah, I think it's just Rwanda walking off to the tiny clubhouse, um, with this bird still attached to her neck, and the screen just sort of, a circle closes in on Crook's face. And would you like to give a final beep? And then the circle closes.
All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This was very very fun. Uh,
I'm sorry that I was being a little with her emotions, but also it was very fun being with Croak.
yes.
Croak is a very good word.
Oh boy. All right. And are you all right to end the recording off here?
Yeah, let's say goodbye though.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye.